Chapter 8. The Year of the Tiger. 8, said the voice through the loudspeaker. Back at the peak, Donnie and Bruce were busy fighting jumping and standing as Wobbling climbed onto the pole towards the wire. 7. Bruce, it's time jumping when flying, and got wobbling toppling, said Donnie. You betcha, cried Bruce. He darted under Standing's legs and grabbed Jumping's right hand. Donnie took hold of his left. The two meerkats jumped up to Standing's shoulders and flipped Jumping up over his head, propelling him into wobbling and knocking him off the pole. 6. Standing laughed. It's too late. He's already redirected the line. 5. Donnie cocked his ear. The voice doing the countdown had changed. It was now the menacingly mirthful mutterings of the ringmaster. Quickly, Donnie pulled out a device from his backpack, made from a spring, some string, a washing up bottle, and a sink plunger, and took aim. 4. Hey, that's a Grandmaster's sink plunger. He's been looking for that, said Bruce. 3. No, you don't, said Standing, blocking his view. You're standing in the way, said Bruce. He jumped up and landed on Standing's toes with all his might. The acrobat cried out and crashed to the ground with a loud thud, clearing the way for Donnie to fire. The plunger flew up into the air and looped over the wire. Bruce, pull, shouted Donnie. 2. Bruce grabbed the plunger and pulled, snapping the wire that ran along the top. 1. Happy New Year, said Donnie. Now, let's tie up the loose ends. My pleasure, said Bruce. He yanked the wire free and whizzed around, binding the 3 disorientated acrobats to the pole. Good work, said Donnie. Let's go and find the others. Happy New Year, everyone. It's the year of the tiger. I'm the ringmaster, and this, he grinned with evil delight, is the roar of victory. Beside the ringmaster, the family Von Trapeze quickly pushed earplugs into their ears. The clowns had used their hair, and Sheffield had covered Doris's ears with his hands. But there was nothing to prevent Jet and Chuck from hearing the mighty roar that came from Ming's throat when the ringmaster cracked his whip across her back. Jet and Chuck instantly stopped struggling. Their eyes glazed over. Aha! cried the ringmaster. Victory is... Hold on. He tapped the microphone angrily. I can't hear myself through the speakers anymore. Something's gone wrong. Who is responsible for this? No one said a word. Why is no one answering me? Still, no one spoke. Unblock your ears, you fools, he snapped. Eh? Said Sheffield. What was that? Asked the eldest of the family Von Trapeze. I said, unblock your ears, yelled the ringmaster, reaching over and yanking the hair out of Grimsby's ears. There's no need to shout, said Grimsby. No doubt the other 2 meddling meerkats have disconnected the line, said the ringmaster, purple with rage. Well, these 2 can fix it up again. Ninja meerkats, who do you obey? We obey you, they replied as one. The ringmaster laughed. Music to my ears. Release them. The Alice Von Trapeze boy unwound the whip from around Chuck and handed it back to the ringmaster while Doris stepped off Jet. Jet and Chuck stared on, unblinking. Not so fast, ringmaster, said Donnie, appearing from behind a tree with Bruce by his side. Ah, good. You saved me the trouble of coming to find you. Our latest recruits will deal with you. Chuck Cobra Crusher and Jet Flashfeet, destroy these meerkats. As you wish, replied Jet, raising his nunchucks. What are you doing, Jet? Said Bruce. They must have heard the roar of victory, said Donnie. They're under the ringmaster's spell. What? You mean we've got to fight our friends? Said Bruce. Looks that way, said Donnie. With glazed eyes, Jet swung his nunchucks at Bruce, catching him off guard and knocking him over. The ringmaster boomed with laughter at the sight of his sworn foes fighting each other. "Chuck, why are you not attacking?" he demanded. Chuck turned to face him. "I am attacking." He jumped up and swung his sword, slicing cleanly through the leash that held Ming. Free at last, the tiger turned and ran into the surrounding trees. The ringmaster tried to catch her with his whip, but Chuck cut through that too. "What? How is this possible? Ming belonged to my old master. Look who's talking," said Chuck. "I spent many hours training and meditating in order to learn how to become immune to her roar. Ha! Well, I still have your best fighter, Jet. You can still take them all on." "Yes, master," replied Jet, preparing to strike. "Best fighter," said Bruce, dodging another lunge from him. "Chuck, do I have permission to hit Jet now?" "Hitting is not necessary," said Chuck. "As Grandmaster One Eye has told us, we have more powerful weapons at our disposal. Try a tickle." "A tickle?" said Bruce. "Okay." Jet aimed another punch at him, but Bruce grabbed his paw and quickly tickled him under the arm. Jet suddenly went limp. He giggled and looked at Bruce like someone who had just woken up from a deep sleep. "What is this?" demanded the ringmaster. "Master Stalking also taught me how to release those under the spell of the roar of the victory," said Chuck. "You see, laughter is a powerful weapon, Ringmaster, something your clowns would know nothing about." "Hey, we're funny," said Sheffield. "Hey, that sea joke I told earlier was pretty good," said Grimsby. "What happened? What's going on?" asked Jet, rubbing his head. "And why are you holding my paw, Bruce?" Bruce released him. "You were under the roar of victory spell, but I tickled you, and now you're all right now." "Right. It's time to get some goons." "Fair enough. Let's go," cried Jet. "Before the clan, each enemy cowers. For now, we fight till victory is ours," said Chuck. The ninja meerkats bowed gracefully, then set about kicking, punching, slicing, whacking, thwacking, and just about every word you can think of for fighting. Jet grabbed Doris by the tail and swung her around, sending her flying into the two clowns. Meanwhile, Chuck, Donnie, and Bruce took on the evil trapeze artists. Chuck leaped into the air and cut through their swings with his sword, sending them tumbling to the ground where Donnie and Bruce were waiting. Soon all 7 Von Trapezes were in a tangled mess on the ground, along with the clowns and Doris the dancing dog. "And now for the ringmaster," said Chuck. But in the chaos of the fight, the ringmaster had already vanished. "How does he always do that?" snarled Jet. Chapter 9. The Final Word. Well, in spite of a slight technical hitch with the speaker system that caused it to cut out in the stroke of midnight, it's been a spectacular night of celebrations here in Hong Kong to bring in the Year of the Tiger, said a news reporter on a huge TV screen. The Meerkats were on the other side of Hong Kong Harbour, walking along the Avenue of Stars, which was lined with the names of famous actors and actresses, including the greatest kung fu film stars. "Look, Jackie Chan," said Bruce excitedly. "Take a photo of me with this one." Behind them, the TV screen continued showing the news report, and the good news is that Ming, the speckled white tigress who went missing from Hong Kong Zoo, has returned, although the reason for her disappearance and the circumstances surrounding her return remain a mystery. "Can't we take the credit just this once?" asked Jet. "No," replied Chuck. "True ninjas do not seek glory or thanks. The satisfaction of a job well done should be enough for you. Besides, it's best we do not draw attention to Ming. No one else must discover her true power." Johnny nodded in agreement. "She's no meerkat," he said. "That's right. We are meerkats," said Bruce. The others groaned. "What?" asked Bruce. "I don't get it." "Come on," said Chuck. "I'll explain it on the way home." The end.